All right, Shalawam. First and foremost, I'd like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, the men that told me this truth. And peace and salutation, thumb to all you sincere Akim, laboring in this truth throughout the four corners of the earth. All right. This lesson, just exhorting brothers to, stay faithful, keep pushing this thing, and uh like the scriptures mention, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. All right. It's all about, you having your own personal relationship with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Even though the scriptures mention that we shall see our teachers and, starting from the apostles, the bishops, elders, brothers on down, you know, at the end of the day, men cannot save you. We have to do this thing for our very own self, right? We don't know if we're of the elect, but we got to do all the things that the elect will be doing, put on as the elect. All right. We got to be, you know, as far as, doing what we have to do, do our videos, you know, go out there and teach on the highways and hedges, all the things that the Lord commanded of us. These things, is not for us, it's not for brothers to get on you to tell you certain things. You're supposed to just know in the spirit. All right, that these are the things that are required. All right, we got to go through the straight and narrow in order to obtain the kingdom. All right, but all in all, the Lord is not a respecter of persons. He already, basically gave us the blueprint of what is needed. Okay, what is needed to receive salvation. All right, so let me get a few scriptures real quick through the Spirit. I hope this is edifying. Right. This is Proverbs chapter 5 and verse 15. It says, drink waters out of thy own cistern and running waters out of thy own well. Okay, so the waters represent what? This truth. Okay, and you know, you're supposed to have this thing for yourself. You're supposed to seek the Lord while he may be found. All right, you have to get this understanding right now. Okay, you can't wait, because it's just like the parable of the 10 virgins. Fives was wise, and the other five were foolish. All right, you want to have enough oil to, when that time comes, leak out. You want to have that oil so you have that lamp trim, right? Keep that fire going. So the same thing, with this saying, the water is something to, as far as the truth, it's supposed to be contained in you. Okay. Was that in John? Let's get that real quick. John 7 and 38. It reads, it says, he that believeth on me, as the scripture have said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. So this thing's supposed to be flowing out of you constantly. Okay. And, the water is that living water, of course. And this is something that, the Lord has given unto us for us to, share to the world. All right. Give this great understanding onto the world. Okay. So the living water is supposed to be, you can't contain it. It's got to be constantly coming out of you. All right. That's how this word is supposed to be in us, to, constantly as a fire, like it told, like Jeremiah, the truth was like it was like a burning fire onto him. He didn't want to teach Israel no more because of their stubbornness and their wickedness, you know, but you know, the prophet Jeremiah, he couldn't contain it, and that's how we're supposed to be in this truth. You don't want to be a broken cistern, right? And all of a sudden you start leaking out that water, you know, and it's like now the Lord is looking at you like there's no need for you to serve him. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, everything that you got, you lost it. So that's the same way how we supposed to be in this truth. You don't want to be as a broken cistern. You want to contain that water. You want to hold that water, right? Let me get something else. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 22. It says, "Wherefore I perceive that there is nothing better than that a man should rejoice in his own works, for that is his portion. For who shall bring him to see what shall be after him?" So the thing is, the Lord gave us all the measure of faith to believe in him, you know. So the thing is, you're supposed to be confident and know that, all right, I've been doing this work, I've been doing this thing, you know, not just because, all right, the Lord ain't going to just save you because of your works. Okay. It also comes with faith. Faith without works is dead, of course, but it goes hand in hand. All right. You want to rejoice in the works that you've been doing towards the Lord's name so you can be confident and bold, before the throne. At the end of the day, it's all about working out your own salvation, man. All right. Another man's works cannot save you. It cannot deliver you. Okay. So we want to be enough confidence in enough, to know that we've been doing what the Lord told us to do. All right. The Lord, told the parable of the man that had, he had was given the knowledge, he had the understanding of the scriptures, but he basically held back his sword. You know, the Lord is not pleased with that, and the Lord he put it. He said he knew he was an austere man, and he put it in a napkin. He put the talent in a napkin. That's another thing. You're not supposed to know the truth and then you want to sit on it. No, it's for you to do something with it. Okay, so that's the point. You got to be able to be confident and know that you've been doing all that the Lord requires of you. Okay, but also it takes oneself. Okay, nobody can vouch for you. Okay, the apostles, they can't vouch for us. You see, because the Lord might have have it where, okay, he's not a respecter of persons. He might uh think of you differently than he think of the apostles or he think of other men. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be all in all having that personal relationship with Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. Okay, no other man can save you, can deliver you. All right. This is Second Esdras, chapter 7, and we start at verse 6. It says, "There is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field and is full of all good things." And this is speaking about the kingdom to come. All right, the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of Yasha Allah, the kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right, and the Lord said that He went to prepare a house for us. Right, it said in His Father's house there are many mansions. And it says, verse 7, "The entrance thereof is narrow." Hey, Salakia for that. Brother was calling me. But verse 7, it says, "The entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water." So this thing is likened onto, a tightrope. You don't want to verge too much to the left and too much to the right. Okay, because it's danger on both sides. So you want to go straight and narrow. Okay, straight being in a position of difficulty. All right, when you come into this thing, like it tells you in Sirach, the second chapter, okay, when you come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Okay, there's many temptations out there that can possibly, have you fall out this thing. Okay, so you gotta have your mind single, focused. All right. So it says, "And one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. You see that? So that shows you that, you know, man cannot help you. Okay, you got to have this thing for yourself. You got to have your own personal relationship and the way you go about in this ministry. Okay, what are you in this thing for? All right, you in this thing to please men. You in this thing to, get money or whatever, or get likes or whatever the hell these. You got certain men that come in this thing for. What are you really in this thing for? Okay, that's why I don't get guys that come in this thing and then all of a sudden, they doing something to, as far as they're trying to get some money up, some, they doing for whatever it is, they're doing it for their own personal gain. Okay, whether it's filthy lucre or recognition or whatever they're trying to gain, being a YouTube celebrity or whatever the fuck. But the main thing is, like, salvation is supposed to be the number one thing. All right, you receiving salvation to get the hell out of here, man, to be rewarded. These are the things that, at least I personally, this is what I strive for, to be of the elect, to not be destroyed here in Babylon the Great, you know. But every man, like scripture says, every brother is a supplanter, supplant, So you gotta kind of, look at every brother in a way of like, okay, well, the time would tell, eventually, you will see, you know, what this person is truly about. And it always comes out like that, you know, it always comes out some way, somehow. All right. The spirit will bear that whatever that person's about, it will come to light, because nothing that's in the dark, all right, is, everything that's done in the dark shall come to light. Nothing shall be hid. Eventually, it's going to be exposed. The Lord is going to expose it. All right. So let me read on. It says, okay, let me read that again. It says, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. All right. So, this thing is all about, you going through that fire by yourself. All right. Nobody can vouch for you. Okay. It says, if this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance, man? You see, you got to go through that fire, man. All right. Just like how, gold is purged in the fire to take out the impurities and, and things like that. The same way how the Lord is going to try us. We're all going to be tested. We're all going to be put to the test. Okay. Especially during the time of, the MOTB, the hour of temptation. Okay. Which is going to tempt the whole world. The time of Jacob's trouble, the time when all hell break loose. This is how the Lord is going to purge his men. Okay. To see which one is, basically going to be his. They're going to be of the chosen. You're going to have to, it says, through great tribulation, that's how you're going to receive the kingdom. That's how we're going to receive it, through great tribulation, So that's the inheritance that we're looking forward to, the kingdom of heaven. It says, and I shall, it says, and I said, Salaki, and I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel portion. All right. Which is what? The kingdom of heaven. But starting with the elect. The elect is going to be the ones that's going to go through it on this side. All right. They're going to have to go through that fire. Okay. The ones that, die on this side, which is a part of the 2/3, they're going to come back in the kingdom, but they're going to come through the loins of the elect. Okay. And they're going to inherit the kingdom then. Okay. They're going to inherit the the kingdom on the other side. All right. That's why I believe it was John. He seen the elect with the palm branches in their hands. I believe it was Revelation the 7th chapter, and then you had another scene of the elect being crowned by Esdras. Okay, when you read Esdras, I believe the second chapter, second Esdras, the second chapter, I believe the elect being crowned with by Yahweh Shai with crowns on their heads. All right, because they stood stiffly for the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay, and that's a beautiful thing. That's worth it. That's worth going through the hell that we're gonna face on this side, that we catching on this side. It's gonna be all worth it at the end of the day. Okay, the Lord is gonna reward us. Okay, for everything, man. Everything that scriptures mentioned that matter of fact, let me get that. It mentioned that the reward is gonna outweigh all the hell that we catch on this side, man. Roughly paraphrasing. This is Second Corinthians chapter 4, verse 17. In fact, let me start at verse 16. It says, "For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day." You see? So we're constantly being refined. We're basically being proven day by day, man. Because we're not saying we're perfect, of course not. We're in these sinful bodies, these chains of darkness, and we catch hell and we sin and whatnot, but we are renewed in the spirit day by day. All right. It says, "For our light affliction," right? All the hell we catch on this side, which is but for a moment, right? Temporarily, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. You see that? So we're gonna receive so much glory, man. It's gonna feel like all this hell we was catching on this side. It's gonna be the scriptures mention is a light thing compared to the glory we're gonna receive in the kingdom. So it's all worth it at the end of the day. To catch the hell and to scriptures mention being how you say it we fools for Yahweh Shai's sake, but also when we are persecuted for righteousness' sake. When men lie on us and say all manner of evil against us. That's all in all. We're doing these things for the Lord, man. We are doing these things because we see the bigger picture. All right. When our families and people come up against us in the world, hey, we rejoice at that. We rejoice at that because we see that we're catching all this hell, man, because of this, for the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, for His Spirit that He dwelled upon us. For His truth, that all these things, we see why the world hates the Lord. They hate us because they hate Him first. You see? So at the end of the day, it's all worth it, man. Okay. It says, verse 18, it says, "While we look not at the things which are seen," right? We see what's going on in the earth, America, the wicked are in power. Our people are basically oppressed. We see these people living good, the wicked, Esau, Edom, they flourishing. They got all this wealth. They got all it, which is only temporary anyway. And their wealth is not even real wealth. It's fiat currency at that. But we see all these things, right? And it says, but at the things which are not seen, for the things that which are seen are temporarily, right? But the things which are not seen are eternal. Okay, we don't see Yahweh Shai, we don't see the kingdom of heaven, we ruling, but like the scriptures mention, without vision, the people perish. See, we see what's going on. We have the vision, all right, because we see the end. We see where now we're at the beginning of it. We seen the end from, I guess, the time we got in this truth, but we seen that before then, because when our Lord was on the scene, 2,000 years ago, that's began the beginning of the end. But we've always seen the end come. I mean, as far as we always heard of these things happening in the earth, and even before I got into the truth, I knew we was at the end. So now that I'm in the truth, and it's even being more solidified that this is the end, man. It's you could see it. You can plainly see that this is it. All right, but we see that the things that the average person don't see. Okay, we see that this place is on its way out. World War III is basically, we're in the midst of it right now. Okay, we're in the beginning stages of it. See, these people, they think they see it, but they don't want to admit it. They don't want to come to grips of it, that America is on its way out. But see, we see past this. We see past this place, and we see that we're gonna have a righteous kingdom very soon. All right, and that's gonna be for all eternity, man. We're gonna be ruling with our power. We're gonna be joint heirs with Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, Lord willing. And that's something that's worth the fight for, man. Okay, all right. So yeah, this is the time that now if you have gotten this truth, this is the time for you to take this thing very serious. All right, and do this thing for yourself, man. Don't do it for nobody else. Don't do it, for this brother or whatever. You got to do it for yourself. All right. That's what this lesson is about, man. Exhorting brothers to continue in the faith, but do why are you doing this? Why at the end of the day, why are you doing this thing for? Okay, you doing this to please a chick. You doing this for to get some type of you know likes or whatever. You to be the the guy that he knows all the scriptures, he knows all the breakdowns and this and that. Nah, you got to do this thing because you want salvation. You fear the Lord and you truly believe in this word, man. That's what this thing is all about, man. All right. And guess what? The Lord sees if you have any other objective or agenda, Salakia. If you got any other agenda, the Lord's gonna put it out there. He's gonna make it known. All right, and he's gonna expose you, and you're gonna be basically out the camp. You're gonna be out of here, and most likely you're gonna catch a missile, man. All right. The scripture says, you know, um, the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding the good and the evil. You see, you got one that feareth man, right, but doesn't fear the Lord, man. What kind of what's up with that? You fearing man. You're supposed to fear Yahweh Shem Yahshai at the end of the day, man. All right. So enough with that. I don't want to, keep uh, blabbing and whatnot. I made the point. So I'm gonna end it there. All praises due to Yahweh Shem Yahshai. To the next time, I say Shalawam.